Spice Legends, welcome to Burnin Bites Down Under. Hottest show down under. We are here in the actual chili factory with the chili factory owner Dan. How you going, legend?
I'm good. A little bit nervous because I know what's coming later on, but other than that,
is it weird that you're going to be getting a hold of a sort of taste of your own medicine, so to speak?
Yeah. Look, I've done it to enough people already that I feel I have to cop it once every while, and
you can see some of the fans and the customers going, excellent.
Oh, I know. I reckon a few people out there will be pretty stoked to see me cop some heat. So yeah, we'll see how we go.
Fair enough, mate. And look, I think for those that know the chili factory, obviously you weren't the first owner.
No.
Obviously, there's these two twin brothers that were around before, but you've obviously now taken over. So it's sort of interesting seeing a fresh face, you know. And one would comment that it's not just a fresh face; it's definitely a younger face as well. I was surprised because I feel pretty baby-faced myself sometimes in the chili community. Do you get everyone going, hang on, how old are you?
I do get asked that a fair bit. Everyone's like, oh, what are you doing? You're not old enough to be doing this, but
can I talk to your dad?
Yeah.
They're like, I am the owner. You're like, oh,
yeah.
oh, okay.
Exactly. That happens a fair bit, but oh well. Young face, new ideas, I guess, hopefully, and yeah, just keen to see where it takes me.
I think that's sort of what you need in the chili community. It's easy to get old traditional kind of values or old traditional like ideas, and it's good to every now and then throw in some new blood and inject some new ideas and whatnot into the chili world and the chili community. So I think it'd be good to welcome in a fresh face. So
yeah.
Anyway, welcome into the chili community, mate.
Thanks,
right?
Phil. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm the one in charge of doing that, but anyway, I thought I'd welcome you anyway, buddy.
At least someone has.
Stop it, okay. So matey, look, we're going to do a fire trial, but it's all chili factory products. So it's funny. We normally do 12, but we've got 16 here. Are we going to do 16 tonight, or are you just like, oh? Let's just get it all on the table.
We can do 16. I mean, I was guessing just drop the lowest for them. We'll just get to.
We've got 12 wings each as well, Splice Legends. We've been hard pressed for time, so we snuck some chicken wings ready to go. So it should be interesting. And we've got a bone box, so it should be interesting to see how this goes. But as you all know, Splice Legends, we usually end this on the Scorpion Strong on steroids. So I can see Dan's dreading that one as well. He's like, oh,
I know what I'm in for. That's the problem.
You know what you're in for. So that's kind of good. Again, it's like giving the venom back to the bloke that's dishing it out.
Yeah, indeed.
All right, mate. So look, without further ado, let's jump into the first sauce. So what do you want to start with, mate?
We'll probably start with. I reckon we start with the numbat nibble. It's not too spicy.
I'm a fan.
Mate, it's so good.
Satay.
It's addicting. Not too spicy. Good peanut flavour, and I reckon it just goes on everything.
I put it in toast. It's great.
I do shamelessly keep a bottle at my desk and dip chips into it on the reg. So
on the reg,
yeah.
That's the regular for you folks that don't. They're going to catch up with the lingo.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't mean
that's all right.
To be too youthful, I guess.
Too youthful. We're going to get used to it. No, it's okay.
Well, do we want to go for this one? How are we going?
All right, mate. Well, I'll let you let's wax them on. I reckon.
Just skippage. I'll go for the one close to you, and I'll go for the one close to me. How much?
First class service. Oh, mate. got peanut butter for days.
You were saying how much you liked it.
I did. Okay. All right. Fair call. Fair. Was it fair suck in the south, as the old blokes would say?
Something like that.
All right, mate. Well, what we'll do is how we'll work this interview is, Matty, is we'll eat first. Or actually, no. I'll ask the question. We'll eat, and then you've got to answer.
Okay.
All right. So, tell us about your first chili experience, mate. So we'll eat this one first.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny, the cold sauce, it must have been in the fridge. Cold sauce mixes the hot wing.
It goes better than you'd think.
But it goes really well.
Yeah. I'm cautious of eating too much and not talking enough, but...
Demo's good.
Alright, first chili experience.
Because everyone seems to have one. What's the earliest one you can remember?
Honestly, I'm going to be that guy. I don't remember when I first started eating chili. Just always liked
Just
it.
in the womb.
Something along those lines. But the first bad chili experience I had was actually Crowley at his restaurant down in Wagga. Where I went
He's burned a lot of guys, that dude.
Yeah. I went to uni down there and
Looking at you, Jason.
got something. I think it was the wings, the hot wing roulette or something along those lines. And I'm convinced I copped the worst one. A few of my mates might say otherwise. But Jesus Christ, that's
It's all to do with your tolerance, but yeah, everyone ends up walking where it is.
Yeah, certainly. That was my most memorable first chili experience, without a doubt.
Okay, but are your mum and dad like much chili heads at all? Or?
Dad is. Mum's not too much, but
So
luckily,
dad's like sort of in the curries, your mum's
yeah.
there.
Luckily, Dad does all the cooking, so we get a fair.
Dad's the cook.
Well, I am now, but yeah, Dad was the king of the barbecue.
Oh, okay. And so was your mum in charge of leafy vegetables and stuff? Or?
Something like that. Yeah. I don't want to say the wrong thing because Mum's going to watch it and then I'll get in trouble. But
damn you, child.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, mate. So before that, let's just talk about those two ones because that satay's fantastic, mate.
It is.
Excuse me. Before, don't have it, don't worry.
It's all right.
I've been tested. My mother got me tested. No, what were the two sauces beforehand? Because they're the other mild ones. So the satay we're starting was the mildest out of our arrangement tonight.
Yeah.
But what are the first two there before?
So the first two we got here, we got the echidna prickle. It's a honey mustard dressing.
I'm not a huge mustard fan, but even that appealed to me.
It's really nice.
Fantastic. It's not too seedy, but it's just such a good general kind of flavour.
Yeah, it's really creamy, really smooth.
And there's bugger all spice. It's super,
there's
super
no spice. For my mum can even tolerate that one.
And she's not a
chili fan at all.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, it goes well on salads. Goes really well on like pork and ham and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a nice change, I guess, from the burning end.
From the Bernie Owie.
Yeah, exactly.
And so back to the satay. What else would you put on your satay, mate? Where like I said, sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Obviously curries as well. But
Yeah.
what else would you whack on?
Curries. I whack it on like fried rice, noodles. Just even on like chicken schnitty, it goes well.
Yeah.
Pretty much,
that's
but
shitty.
everything goes well on chicken schnitty.
Yeah.
You're gonna find chicken schnitty's the theme. It's one of my 5 staple meals.
But yeah. Look, it's pretty Aussie to go to the chicken schnitty, man. I love me a good chicken schnitty. And as you can see, we're munching on chicken right now, so it's definitely one of my staples.
Yeah, it certainly is.
All right, buddy. Well, let's delve into this next sauce. What's the next one you want to have us to try?
The next one, I reckon we'll go the kangaroo punch, the salsa.
So this is a salsa. Is
It's
it
a
just
salsa.
salsa? What other applications do you reckon you're recommending?
I mainly use it just to destroy an entire bag of Doritos. But it goes well. I've heard someone uses it as a pizza base for a bit of a Mexican themed pizza.
Yeah.
But it just goes on everything. So like it's again not too spicy. We're down the safe end down here.
The safe end.
And,
we'll see how we go when one hour's time.
yeah, but it's good. It doesn't hurt too much, and it's just a nice little kick with a good capsicum.
So you might say it's a friendly salsa. It's not too spicy.
It is. It's certainly better than your old El Paso though. And
Yeah, I think that's a hell of a boast, but
It is.
Let's find out. Let's find out that
Right,
one.
yeah.
So I'll let you do your one, and then I'll follow you and see what you're going to whack on. Gets me a bit worried every now and then they dish out mine first. Like, hang on.
hey, no, I was all right. These ones are fine. These ones aren't gonna hurt.
That's right. I'll just stare at you, mate. All right, buddy. So it's pretty chunky too, actually.
It is. It's got
Definitely.
lots of chunks in it.
Very salsa.
Chunks certainly mean it's real ingredients.
It's real.
We try and use fresh ingredients as much as possible.
Yeah.
And the chunkiness of our salsas, relishes, and what else have you.
So there you go,
kind of
Splice
shows
Switch.
it's real.
That tip there, the red hot tip is chunky means it's real.
Yeah, of
There you
course.
go. So let's
Yeah.
take that. Yeah, okay. Well, mate, look, the next question I want to ask you is, like, obviously, you step into the arena, you're the new owner. The Chili Factory is a well-known name. Are you going to keep the name or are you going to change the name? So let's do this one first.
Chunky.
Chunky, but real.
Exceptionally.
No, that's good. I can mung down a whole thing of Doritos, I think.
Yeah. It's got a good little bit of a ting to it, but it's not like...
It's
kicking
not
you up
too
the arse.
tangy. Yeah, it's not crazy vinegary. Like,
Yeah.
there's a good amount of vinegar, but like, if you're going to enjoy it, it's like an enjoyable video, yeah. Yum. These are good wings too. I love these wings.
They are. Sorry, I was focused too much on the wing. What's the question again?
So, Are you keeping the name, or are you going to change the name? Are you going to phase it out or something? Or?
I'm going to keep it as is. I mean, it's been built over 23 odd years. It's respected, like, among the chili community, among pretty much any sauce enthusiast. They know about it. And there's nothing wrong with the name, I think.
Oh no, definitely not implying that.
I think I think the branding and
Far from
everything's been done brilliantly up to this point. And yeah, I kind of just want to build on what's already there, and yeah, keep it true to its roots, keep it independent, and yeah, just keep making nice sauces.
100%. I do like the shirts too, actually.
Ooh, thank you.
I had one of the hats. And, stop it, no.
I don't like. We didn't get any hats. I have no hats left.
I got one of your old school original hats. Not this one. This is my one.
Yeah.
I didn't steal, I swear. But yeah, no, it's just interesting. It's like you said, you're injecting some fresh new blood and something like that. And sometimes you want to try and change the name or phase it out or change the logo a bit or have a little play, you know. And it's just sort of interesting to see, well, what is your game plan with that? And so obviously you stick it to the roots. So nothing wrong with that. That sounds awesome, mate.
Yeah, exactly. I respect what's already been there, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Natural. I love that. It's such an Aussie slang there. So tell me, the one before the satire, what's that one there? What sauce is that?
That's the Todd River Dust. It's our mild sweet chili. The reason we skipped over it is because the next one we have is arguably my favourite. Actually, not even arguably. It's just the best, and it's my favourite.
You've been told.
And it's our hot sweet chili. So the mild sweet chili is more or less the same recipe. It's just a little bit less chili in it. It's got a really nice like garlicky flavour to the sweet chili. It's not like super runny like a lot of other sweet chilies you get. And it's just kind of toned down a bit for those less chili oriented than us.
I like the bottle design too. It's very cartoonish and comic-y.
Yeah.
Like enjoyable. Like it's sort of childish but not too quite childish.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but I love the dingo. You know, and everything is an Australian animal, which is great. Like Outback, it's dry as a bone. You know, it's such a unique and fantastic label. You know.
Yeah, without a doubt.
You don't. Everything's sort of like, oh, Satan this and hell this and rah rah. And these are all Aussie animals, which is so fantastic. So
yeah, and it makes it a little bit less scary as well.
Yeah. You're like, oh, it's not too scary. It's a dingo coughing. Like,
yeah,
okay, you know, that's sort of unique to your brand, which I kind of really enjoyed. Like, I sort of, I think Chili Factory was one of the few brands that I was familiar with at the very start when I started Burnin Bites. So it's really cool to see this uniqueness of flavour and labels and branding. You know, whereas there's so many, like you were just saying, where it's Satan this and hell this and rah, hot as blah blah something, you know, and it's just really unique. It's sort of a breath of fresh air, and it's such a crazy market where it's dominated by hot topics and stuff like that. Sort of like I don't know if you've heard of the German reviewer Edda Pantia.
I've heard of her.
Edda the Iceland.
I haven't watched too much of her stuff, but I've heard of her.
And she's just going, why are you calling yourself Edda the Iceland? And she goes, because everyone else is about hot, you know. But I am cold as ice, so I can deal with anything. And I'm like, that's right, that's bloody good, I like that, you know. And she's like a Terminator, ice Terminator. I was like, okay, nice. All right, well, look, let's delve into the next one. So what's the next flavour you got there for us, mate?
The next one is, as I was saying just before, my favourite and the best sauce.
Funnel Web.
The Funnel Web Bite. It's a hot sweet chili. It's still relatively safe. If you're not great with your chili,
I love these words. He's getting a bit hesitant now.
if you're not great with your chili, this is probably where you'll start
the precipice.
Noticing it.
Yeah. Okay.
For people like yourself and me, Phil, we should be fine. If you're not, I question what you're doing as a chili reviewer. But no, it's just so.
What am I doing here again?
It's just so nice. I love it. I put it on everything.
Because the thing is, like, there is a million sweet chili sauces.
Oh, there is.
But you've got to, when you do it, you've got to do it right. Hey, so what separates this one from every other one?
Oh, it's going to come back to the chunkiness. It's a chunky sweet chili sauce. We use real ingredients. All of our chilies are Australian grown. They're all fresh chilies. We don't use anything dry, anything powdered. And it's just like it's just bloody good.
Like,
I can't describe it. It's just great.
He's like, stop talking, Phil. Let's get it on the chicken. All right, bloody oath. So the thing I was going to ask you is, well, I'll let you pour it on while we're talking.
I'll go for mine.
See if we can multitask. Is you've got a bit of a PR and marketing background, you know. I wanted to ask, like, what inspired the change from delving into a PR and marketing kind of background or market, and sort of delving into this chili community and the chili products and that. And look, does working with your dad as well, like it's obviously you're partnered with your dad a bit, working with your dad make it easier or harder in the chili scene? So let's bite into this one, mate. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's it. Oh, dude. I can see this at like spring rolls. Bang! I just got to say like spring rolls.
Spring rolls, dumplings, a lot.
But with a little bite, like again, like you're saying, it's not really like to us. I don't know, to chili heads, it's like a mild bite, but maybe to non-chili heads, maybe a medium.
Yeah.
Well, so good. It's just like a good layer of sugar.
Yeah, and it's not too sweet either.
It's a good layer of sugar. Hot sweet chili sauce is sort of labelled, and I agree with that. It's a mild chili sauce, got a little bit of a bite. I wouldn't say that it doesn't bite as hard as a funnel web, because that would suck, because those things bite through leather apparently. But
it was dead in like 3 hours or something.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to get dead on those. But yeah, that's really enjoyable. I really enjoy it. So yeah, so look, PR marketing, mate. Yeah, got that background.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to delve into this and get into that? You know.
I was working for my parents who are in PR and marketing, hence the background, and I did a bit of contract work around the joint, just helping out where I could with them. And that was while I was at uni. I actually managed to get myself a psychology degree.
So that's why he's analysing all the time.
And
I'm motherfucking you right now, man.
I promptly realised that I couldn't be a psychologist.
Because you were too fucked up or not fucked up enough? He's supposed to be really fucked up.
Something like that.
The best psychologist, the most fucked up.
Yeah,
I can relate because I'm a serial killer too.
Yeah, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But it takes a special kind of person to do it. Seems I'm not one of them. But
you didn't want to wake up in the morning to hello, Chris.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Exactly. So then this business came up for sale. I was actually trawling through Seek trying to find myself a job and
Trawling or trolling?
Trawling.
Trawling. Okay.
Like when you're fishing. No, I'm not trolling. But
anyway, it's like stop talking. Yeah, so
right.
you're trolling, yeah.
But yeah, I somehow ended up on Seek for Business, which is where businesses are for sale. I was just having a look just for fun. I'd be like, oh, that could be fun. That could be fun. Saw this one come up, and I was like, that shows promise. Ended up going in with my father and getting it. And PR and marketing, they're all about selling stuff. So I figured, shit, how hard can it be to sell chili sauce?
And 5 days later.
It was a situation like that. I was like, this can't be too hard. Turns out there's a bit more to it. But
take note, guys.
Yeah, for anyone considering starting a chili company, A, there's enough already. B, it's harder than it looks.
Well, they're going to say C, don't.
No, C, do.
Do, yeah.
That means we get more nice chili sauces, and I'm all for that.
That's right, more diversity.
But yeah, we kind of it's just selling, and that's I guess where we saw the strength in it. The previous blokes, they've been doing it for 23 years. Like at some point, you kind of run out of will to keep doing it, and you want to get out of it, which is why they put it up. And
get out of the fresh start.
Yeah, exactly. They were looking to do something else. I saw it. I like chili. I like food. Figured it'd be a good fun time.
Struck with the iron spot.
Yeah, exactly, and just jumped on it. And,
So, but you work with your dad now. Some people swear they will never work with family. And other people are like, oh, family is great, rah rah. How is it working with your dad in this kind of industry? Do you love it? Do you hate it? To make it easier or harder? What's the story with that, mate?
I can certainly see both camps. Sometimes it's great. Like, it is good being able to just have a brutal conversation with someone. Usually the brutal conversation's aimed at me when I've done something wrong.
That's usually me too. Look at you, Dad.
But yeah, it's I don't know. It's working with your family is stressful, I guess. You butt heads every once in a while, and my dad and I are both quite competitive people. So when one of us thinks we're right, we're pretty determined to prove it.
Yeah, yeah.
And other than that,
he took Never Back Down the movie seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Other than that, it's pretty good. I mean, Dad's good enough to work with, and yeah, most of the time he lets me do my own thing.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
I like that. I met the bloke at actually Newcastle Chili Festival. He seems like a reasonable guy.
He is.
So he seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's on the level.
He's good fun.
He's almost got the lingo down pat too.
Almost.
Yeah.
He's getting there.
Yeah. On the wreck. That's all good, mate. So, matey, look, there's this other sauce here just between one we just tried, and what's that one there?
We just had that.
This one?
Yeah, that was the kangaroo punch.
Oh, there we are. I'm just losing my shit. Okay. All good. All right. That's going to be edited out. No, I'm just kidding. So, let's go on to the next sauce. What's the next one we're going to try, buddy?
I reckon we just skip over the relish and jump straight into my dad's favourite. And he will say this one's the best.
Okay.
This is another one of those cases.
It's interesting how you guys have got different tastes as well. It's good.
Well,
everyone seems to have their favourite kind of flavour.
Everyone does. And like I was saying earlier, Dad was the barbecue king.
So what's this one called, mate?
This one's the fiery frillneck hiss. It's a hot, smoky chili tomato sauce, and it's a close second for me because I do love that funnel wet bite. But it's just to die for. It's like got a really good smoky flavour. It's got a good bit of kick to it. Again, it's not a day ruiner. I like to tell people.
It's not a day ruiner. I've heard that so many times. This isn't going to ruin your day. It's all right, mate.
Yeah, you can lather it on your burger, lather it on your sausages, tip it over ribs, a meat pie, what have you.
So I'm guessing the label, the 9 out of 10, is sort of more for the ordinary folk.
Yeah.
That aren't chili heads and aren't going to eat chili every day.
Oh, for sure.
But then they know, okay, this isn't going to ruin my day. And it's going to be hot, but it's not, like you said, it's not going to wreck me.
Yeah, so certainly.
You don't have to chickadee check yourself before you wreck yourself. Right. And so what would this be good on, mate? What
would this be good on? Pretty much any meat. Any meat it goes well on.
See these guys like, come on, baby. No. Stick that. Not again. It's Friday. Anyway, every Friday. But what? Any meats you reckon that stand?
I reckon
that is really just
like a slow cooked smoked, like a big smoked lamb shoulder goes great on ribs. It's killer. Most people pretty much when they taste it, I tell them, can you see the ribs, and they can just like imagine a slab of like beef or pork ribs in front of them, and you know, all it needs is like a VB next to it.
How does it go on a schnitty?
On a schnitty? I always pick that one for the schnitty.
Oh, you picked? Okay, all right, fair enough. All right.
But it does go well. Everything goes well on schnitty though.
All right. Well, we better stop talking about it and get it on our meat, mate.
Indeed.
Not that kind of meat. And anyway, hey, hang on. I know we're not PG, but geez. But look, like you were saying before, you've taken on the mantle of responsibility for a chili company, you know, and like a lot of people out there sort of want to give it a crack, you know. But tell us what happens in the daily life of a chili company.
The daily life of a chili company.
So let's see this one first. And cheers, mate.
Cheers. I think it's a good question.
Oh, you're wrong with that.
I should have it on my schnitty a bit more. It would go well.
Smoky tomato.
Yeah. It's got a good amount of smoke to it.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a smoky fan. I like my smoke even more on the barbecue sauce, but that's pretty fantastic. I'll jump on the tomato train for that one. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, that's it. That's good. And yeah, like you said, not a crazy level of sting.
No.
Right? You know,
like you know it's there.
Enough to know it's there. Yeah, that's right. So what tell us, mate? What happens in the daily life of a chili company?
Daily life of a chili company.
Like, what time do you get up?
What time do I? If we're going from the start, usually get up about 7. Check the surf. If the surf's good, I'll go for a quick little paddle.
Because you live out of Bondi, yeah?
I do. I live over in Bondi, which is a lovely spot to live. Much better without all the crowds, but you know, it is what it is.
Pass all the hipsters.
Yeah, kind of sift through the hipsters. Hipsters haven't quite cottoned on to these chili sauces yet. They're all about truff sauce at the moment. That's the big one for the hipsters. So,
what? Have you got a comment about the truff, or
I don't mind
it. You've had enough of the truff. There's too much truff.
I don't mind it. I quite like it.
It's tough stuff with the truff.
And it's like it is bottled very nicely. I can see why
it's pretty.
Like it.
It's pretty.
It's very pretty.
It's pretty. But at the end of the day, it's still just a sauce. Really.
Everything's just a sauce.
Everything's just a sauce. What is it?
Yeah. Except the funnel web bite. That's the best.
Except the
funnel. Yeah. So daily life at Chili Factory, other than getting up and doing a normal morning thing that people do, just turn up and...
I don't think everyone goes to the surf every morning in Bondi either.
No, not everyone does that, but
I know I don't.
Everyone has
I wish I did.
everyone has their little morning ritual.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what yours is, Philly. It might be, wake up, take
Probably
a shot
not.
of Scorpion Strike.
It's probably not PG, but okay, let's go with that.
But yeah, then I know, just come to work. I love talking with customers when they call in, email me. More and more people are popping in now that they know we've changed location. So we're now just in Leichhardt.
Because you previously in Morisset, but
We
now
were in Morisset, so-
Leichhardt. So anyone who doesn't know Sydney very well, tell them whereabouts Leichhardt is, mate. Because that's where we are right now, Splice. Like just smack in the middle of Leichhardt, in the chili factory.
Yeah, indeed. Leichhardt is, I'd say it's in the inner west.
So inner city west.
Kind of inner city west. If you're running down Parramatta Road, which is, for anyone who knows Sydney, and most people who don't, the worst road in all of Sydney.
I will say I had to get I had to drive past 2 crashes to get here.
It's the worst road.
I had to redirect. I'm like, come on, Google, don't fuck me now.
There's just so much traffic on it, and anyway, I digress. You literally turn off Parramatta Road onto a little street called George Street, and then
Just a little one.
then you'll see a block of
Broadway.
warehousey unit kind of things, which is where we are. It's unit 10 to 12 George Street. Feel free to come and say g'day.
And the moment you walk in, you smell spice.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
There's
It's
a lot of it around.
It's like a curry haven. You can smell that rendang, you smell garam masala, you smell all these beautiful sort of reminiscent of Indian curries. You're going, oh, am I in an Australian thing? But it's so beautiful. The smell here, Splice Legends. It's amazing. I'm going, okay, I'm definitely at a chili factory. It's fantastic. But what else? I'm sure you must pour through a lot of emails and a lot of phone calls.
Yeah, pour through tons of emails, but that's the boring stuff.
You get like a repetitive strain injury on your scrolling finger.
Yeah, for sure. Usually it's just actually the delete key. Just no.
Select all, delete.
But
Much better.
pour through all my emails. A lot of the days spent talking to other chefs that I'm working with to develop a couple new sauces, new rubs, those kinds of things, or our manufacturing team who make all of our sauces and everything, and making sure that they've got all the ingredients, all the bottles, everything like that. The biggest learning that I've had, I guess, the biggest mistake I've made was just not having enough stuff. I keep running out of stuff.
Not enough stock.
which is a great problem to have, because it means people are buying all my stock. But also it's really annoying, because then when people come in, they're like, oh, I really wanted that. And I'm out of it. But yeah, that's more or less the day to day. But my absolute favourite bit is when anyone walks in and A, it gets me up out of my chair and I get to stop answering emails. And B,
because you love answering emails.
And B, I've got all the sauces here. You can try them all. I've got a bunch of chips and stuff. I don't always have fantastic wings like Philly's bought here, but
You've just got like a couple of trophies as well. How many trophies have you got? You were saying before when you step in here, some people go, oh, so how long in the trophy store before you're like, what?
yeah, exactly. A few people do ask if we sell trophies. No, we just collect them actually.
Just collect them, yeah. It's kind of our thing.
Yeah. How many awards do we have? I'm pretty sure at last count it was 169.
Oh, is that all?
And that's all these trophies, all the Mr. Chilli ones, as well as a couple from the Easter Show and the Royal Melbourne Show in Adelaide.
Yeah, that's actually where I ran into the Easter Show as well.
Yeah, that was where I first met Phil.
How did you go there?
Himself.
Did you get absolutely flogged?
Yeah, God, I had no idea what I was in for. Jeez.
Threw on the deep end there, mate.
Yeah. It was 12 days of not hell, but 12 days of 15 hours, and every morning be driving in from the warehouse to stock up the stand, and then every night be driving back to the warehouse to stock up the van, and just that every day, and
sort of singing on the way home. It's a long way to the job. You want to rock and roll? Yeah. Like, come on, yeah. Jay's like, whoosh, much. But
more accurate than you think.
Fair enough. But the other thing I was going to say, how's your interaction with the rest of the chili community? Obviously, it's just interesting how the other guys talk to each other. You were telling me there was a certain interaction with a certain guy you were mentioning before, and it's sort of like everyone's so busy like, hey, You're like, what's some of the interactions you have? Like you were telling me.
Honestly, most people have been really nice. Most people have been really welcoming. in fact, everyone's been really welcoming. I have no issues with anyone, and that's great because I am new to the game, and everyone's just like, oh, it's good to see a fresh face in an old company. It's nice to get a couple of new ideas. It's just nice to have a new person around because I think you were telling me a week or so ago that the Chilli community is pretty insular and kind of.
It's its own bubble. It can be
exactly.
It can be, and like there's a lot of infights. What's the word we use? There's a lot of social politics.
Yeah, I was gonna say hotheads.
That fits the description as well.
In every sense of the word, I mean, everyone loves their hot stuff.
There's definitely a lot of hotheads in there, that's for sure. And I was just like, wow, some people, like I thought when I sort of stepped into this, I was pretty young, but then some people act really immature. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, but look, let me say, like, there's a lot of different opinions. Everyone seems to have their opinion. Like, fair enough, but you shouldn't step on other people just because of your opinions and like that.
Exactly, so, and I'm not here to step on anyone. I'm here to, A, sell my sauce primarily, but B, just I enjoy chili sauces. So whenever I go, at the Chili Festival in Newcastle, I was next to I'm going to butcher it because I can't say Irish names very well. Kilties.
That's it, Kilties.
I was next to him.
Patrick Kilty.
Tried a bunch of his sauces. They were all great. Like,
oh yeah.
And I'm there just to enjoy chili sauces and chili products because I love all of it. So, yeah.
He was a bit dusty that day. He told me the funny story. He goes, "Oh, I went out with my mates, and they're like, yeah, we went out and we had a few drinks, and then I went to go home real early." But they go, "What, you're not Irish or something?" He goes, "Oh, you bastards." He goes, I walk in, he goes, "I think I was still drunk when I started." I was like, "Geez, you're the big night, mate."
He's certainly an Irishman then, isn't he?
He's certainly an Irishman. All right. Well, let's go over to this next sauce, mate. What's the next one we got here, buddy?
The next one we got is the morning after burn. It's a chili mango sauce. Really nice and fruity.
There you go, Loza. Check that one out. That's my sister.
It does live up to its name.
Yeah?
It does live up to its name. This is one of the ones where you have too much of it and you know about it.
The next day?
You know about it when you have it, and you know about it more the next day, which actually after the amount of chili
That's what Bob Dunn says. He goes, a real sauce, will burn you twice.
Yeah.
A real chili sauce will burn you twice.
Johnny Cash had it right. The Ring of Fire.
All right. Well, let's get this one on our chicken wings and get a burn and get a cranking, mate. Because I'm looking forward to this one. What do you think this match sits on properly? Like, what are you going to whack this on?
I whack it on fish tacos.
Tell me, look, I'm not a huge fish taco kind of person. I'm not going to go out of my way for fish all the time. So tell me, when you make a fish taco, what goes on a fish taco? Like, explain it to people that aren't real fish taco heads.
I'm going to plug another one of my products here.
Here we go.
This stuff, the Cajun spice fish. You mix that into the flour that you're breading your fish in, and then you shallow fry it. You don't even need the sauce. The sauce just makes it better, but that makes it really great.
Wow.
So Cajun spice at the chilifactory.com.
That's the red hot tip. Chilifactory.com.
That is
.com. .com. There you go.
But that's the red hot tip for the best fish tacos, I reckon. That and just some salady things, rabbit food beneath it with a bit of.
So basically, like a normal taco, you just whack fish in. What kind of fish do you whack in, mate?
I use whitefish, usually a barrel.
Fish? Wouldn't use flake. Wouldn't you use flake really? Barra just matches.
I usually have frozen barra in the freezer, so I go for that.
I wish I had some frozen barra in my freezer.
honestly, mate, it's from Aldi.
It's from Aldi? Oh, there you go.
The frozen barra fillets, they go so well.
What's the Aldi slogan? Think different or shop different or something?
Shop different.
Shop different.
I do. I buy lots of barra from them.
There you go. All right, well, cheers, buddy. Let's get this mango in, I say. In the afterburn. Oh, okay. Yeah.
A little bit of burn.
So, yeah, I've got to ask the question.
Yeah. Mate, you're getting ahead of yourself.
Get ahead of yourself. So, with Australian Chili Championships coming up, mate, one of the rounds is going to be sponsored by you, and some of the prize pack is going to be sponsored by you as well, mate.
It is indeed.
You want to talk about? Do you remember what we talked about in the round? I don't know if I filled you full in the details, but
I do remember. I'm pretty sure you, the mastermind behind this horrible sounding event,
the insanity, you might say. I don't know about mastermind, but
is I'm pretty sure you want people to be doing a shot of the scorpion on steroids.
Scorpion strike on steroids. Right at the end. So, but look, that being said though, these guys and girls that are going to be jumping into
They're the best of the best.
They're the best of the best. They are freaks of nature. I say that as nicely as I can, but they're all chili beasts. They really are. So I think they'll shrug off a shot of the scorpion strike of steroids, but
God knows I wouldn't.
neither would I. So I'm a bit worried actually how much you're going to put on the end of it. It'd be interesting. But yeah, one of the rounds will be a shot of scorpion strike of steroids. So this championship is no joke. So obviously the winner's going to be winning $1,000 cash. You're like, whoa, wait, hang on. That's a bit of coin.
Wish I knew. I would have.
Not a dollar, dudes. Crikey. Hang on, maybe on it. We're gonna decking out an Australian crown, so it's a one-of-a-kind, unique crown that's very Aussie themed. If you win, you'll have your name etched into the golden boomerang forever. So like the Australian New South Wales State of Origin shield, you got your year, the name, and what state you're from. You know?
Perfect.
On top of that, get a big ass trophy, kind of like these ones, but even bigger, believe it or not. Go figure. And that one's sponsored by Mr. Chilli as well. Thank you, Mr. Chilli, for that one. And then we're going to have a year's supply with the chili products. So you're contributing to that as well, mate.
I am.
What was that you're going to throw in there?
I'm chucking in a barbecue box at the very least. Phil's yet to twist my arm to get a bit more out of me.
Got the rubber arms.
But I'm chucking in a barbecue box which has our two hottest sauces, the Scorpion Strike and Scorpion on steroids, and then just 5 of your favourites. Realistically, if someone wants 5 of the morning after burn, or 5 of the frill neck, or 5 of the funnel wet, hit me up and I'll look after that for you, Phil. But I usually say go for a mix because you can't be having smoky ribs every day. I wish you could.
Or can you? I mean, I could give it a go. I'll give it a go.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have access to that many ribs.
yeah, true stuff. Fair enough. And so, what do you got to say to the Splice legends that are going to attempt these rounds at the Australian Chili Championship? You got any words to say to them?
Best of luck. That's all.
God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah.
gonna be burning in your soul. Yeah.
God have mercy on your backside on the morning after.
That'll be the morning after burn for sure for like a week or something. Yeah, bloody oath. So we'll probably get the guys to get some medics or something.
I'd recommend having a paramedic.
I recommend it. Call your local medics or someone who's got some first aid training, Splice Legends, because it's probably a good idea. Yeah. All right, mate. Well, what's the next one we got here? What's the next flavour we're going to delve into?
The next one we got. I'm just going to quickly count because how many have we done now? We've done 1, 2, 3.
We're drunk off the sauce, but not that kind of sauce. This sauce.
Well, I've done it. Right. The next one we're going to go is the Double Trouble Chili Wasabi Mustard.
Ooh, no, I tried some of this actually at the Newcastle Chili Festival.
Might be stitched up here.
Oh, it might be stitched up. He stitched himself up.
I got too much wing oil on my hands.
Oh, okay. He's just like, come on, you fool, open.
Yeah. So this one's the Double Trouble.
Now, what would you put this on, mate?
Goes really well on schnitty, A. But B, goes really well on like American style hot dogs.
Because of the mustard.
The mustard, it's just.
And it's interesting. The wasabi is like a bang, quick burn. It's in your face.
Yeah.
And then it's gone.
Yeah, and it's not super nasally.
Yeah.
Which I know a lot of people
the flavour sticks around more too. Yeah. So you get a little bit of the flavour first, then it goes bang. It's the transmission, and then the flavour still hangs around. So it's an interesting kind of burn and an interesting kind of flavour thing there. Yeah.
Actually, this one's one of those ones where you have a little bit and it's not too bad. But because it's a wasabi, as soon as you have a bit more, it gets real bad. I did stitch myself with it one time. I made a wrap and I was like, oh, I really like that sauce. I'll put a bit on. Put probably a bit too much, and I knew about it.
So this is rated. What was it? 10 plus.
This is the first about 10 pluses. The Dragon's Blood is the other.
This is where we start getting out of that territory of non-chili heads to
this is
wanting to be a chili head to enjoy this. Yeah.
Yeah, this is where I'd recommend you want to enjoy your chili to be.
We had the camera guy. Yeah, I had the camera guy dip it in and go. He just whacked it on like he did with like Philadelphia cream cheese. Good. Oh yeah. Oh. I'm like, hang on, mate. Calm down there, buddy. So, like you said, that exponential. The more you go on, the exponential goes up hot. So, yeah. All right. So, how are we gonna wax him on the wings now? He's looking a bit cautious now. He's like,
I'm just thinking about pouring it because it's not the greatest pourer.
So, you reckon we just put some on here and just dab it in?
That's what I'm gonna go for.
So this is not the last dab. It's like the middle dab. But
the mediocre.
Kind of got the mediocre dab. Oh snap! Is that a comment on your sauce? No. Hang on, backtrack.
It's a comment on the heat of the
A comment on the heat, okay. I was surprised when I first tried the last dab, actually. It wasn't as hot as everyone made it out to be. I was like, 2 minutes Scoville, oh my god, that's going to blow my brains. I was like, oh, that's actually quite tasty. You know, and it wasn't...
Still hot enough.
I mean, it's hot. I mean, look, it is hot. That being said, it is hot. And it'll bring a tear to your eye. But at the same time, I was like, oh, okay. That's not going to blow your brains out. So.
Now, don't forget to ask your question this time.
All right. Okay, well, you're going to have the show. Let's swap places. I'll do your work, yeah. Okay. So, one of the things you told me that there's some rumours of you attempting to do a new flavour every year. Now, is that bold? Is that doable? Or is that an insane move? Let's see this first, mate, and then you answer, buddy. Cheers, buddy.
No, it's so good.
New flavour every year.
New flavour every year. I reckon it's achievable. I've got a couple in the works at the moment. Whether I go crazy this year and chuck 4 out there, I don't know. But I am also cheating a little bit because I am bringing back some old flavours. So the work's been done for me.
Right. That was the next thing I was going to ask you, actually.
No, well, I'm sorry. I'm
that's all right. That's all right.
But we'll be getting into one of those a little bit later.
Right.
But yeah, I'd like to bring out a new flavour every year. There's, I guess, more and more food trends coming out with, TikTok, Instagram.
Gotta get ahead of the hipsters this time.
Yeah, I want the hipsters to be buying my stuff.
Just put little beanies on them. Have a little beard at the bottom, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And some sunnies.
Yeah, a new flavour every year. That's what I like.
Boy, hey, hang on. You live in Bondi. You could talk to the Bondi hipsters and get them to try it. There you go. That's a cross-promotional thing.
Bondi hipsters, if you watch this, hit me up.
There's a shout out.
But yeah, I reckon a new flavour every year is going to be doable. The bigger problem, actually, I'm thinking is I'm going to run out of Australian animals pretty soon.
I was going to say something about that, actually, yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for it. New flavours.
So if you run out of Australian animals, what are you going to do? Going to go some New Zealand animals or something? Or go into extinct animals? I don't know.
I might have to go extinct
or
animals.
Or you could go the mythical ones. Like
yeah.
You got to do
the drop bear. The
drop bear. What's that thing? The yowie? You could do a yowie.
I could do a yowie.
Yeah. And that's good. I like that. I should
be taking notes.
5%, please. 5%.
Coming next year, yowie sauce. But yeah, I think it'll be good.
Sauce like that.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff, mate. Well, let's delve into this next sauce. What's the next one we've got here?
The next one we got.
This one?
Yeah, the dragon's blood.
Dragon's blood. Now, when I first tried this, I've tried this before. I quite like it, actually.
It's really nice.
It reminds me of like that plum sauce you try, like a Chinese joint or something like that. You dip in sauce.
Yeah.
And I was expecting it to be hot. Believe it or not, I would, if it was me. I'm not telling you what to do with this. I put this one just before the mango burn because I believe that the sugar content in this one sort of broke it down a bit.
It does bring it down.
Or there's less burn or something like that. So I put it just before the mango because I reckon that's where the heat level sits. But geez, it's a good sauce. And
it is. It's so
nice. Hot, but it's definitely not as hot as the morning after burn, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, what would you put this stuff on? Obviously, I'm going to whack it on my Chinese food, mate.
Great on Chinese food. Actually, I say it's like that raspberry sauce that you had on ice cream as a kid, or you may still have on ice cream. It's like that, but chili flavoured and sweet. So chili flavoured and spicy. Sorry. So it goes well on It actually goes well on ice cream.
Okay, I believe that. Yeah, I believe that. I got to try that now, actually. Yeah.
Or if it's Friday arvo, I whack it in with a bit of gin in a cocktail.
Okay.
So
cocktail mixer. How would you go as far as making it into a Bloody Mary, dip it into a Bloody Mary?
I don't drink Bloody Marys, to be honest.
I'm not a huge Bloody Mary fiend either, but I'm now a bit curious.
A couple of people have said that they like it in a Bloody Mary.
Does it make it a bit more sweeter, less of the vinegar?
Yeah, less Tabasco.
Less Tabasco, yeah.
But,
Yeah, okay.
Hey, on the back it even says tequila Bloody Mary.
Hey! Read your own subtitle here and things. Alright, mate, let's delve this on there. So this looks like a very runny kind of mix. So obviously, have you ever considered putting a distributor cattle, or do you think it's sort of restricting the fun, those ones?
No, I just leave it as is.
Yeah, can't restrict the fun.
She does the job.
She does the job. Got to trust in the sauce, mate. That's the one. So, look, we just sort of mentioned it before, but let's delve a bit more into it. You know, you said you're bringing old flavors back, and you're going to be improving or tweaking some of the ones that were already previously around. Tell us a bit more about that. And oh, mate, wow, that is running out.
She's right. It just means you get more of the good stuff, though.
Oh, good stuff. That's it. All right. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Oh yeah. Oh mama. This is going to be a dirty table at the end of the day. It's going to be sticky. Stifle, sticky fingers. Rolling Stones are bringing out something like that. Sticky fingers, I can't remember what.
Oh, that.
A new song or new album or something? Or no, it's an anniversary of the Sticky Fingers album, I think. Yeah. Oh man, that was good.
Alright, so old sauces becoming new. Yeah, so the boys did a lot of the work for me already in that they had a bunch of sauces that for one reason or other they stopped selling. One of them we've got a new version of here, the Devil's Delirium, which is a ghost chili paste. And
I saw two more in there, wasn't there?
There's a few more. There's a few more that they stopped making. There was the Taipan Venom, and the Bilby's Bummer, which was a Thai green chili sauce.
Yeah.
And then there was actually a chocolate sauce to go along with your Cranky Croc Choc.
Cranky Croc Choc. That's it.
So all of those we're working on renewing.
Making a comeback.
And so the first one that we've done is the Devil's Delirium.
Now you said you tweaked it. It's got more of a yellow tinge to it.
It does. It does.
Is that right?
We've used only yellow ghost chilies in it. No red ghost.
It was red before. Now
it was red. Now it's yellow.
Why the change?
A little bit fruitier, so a little bit of a nicer flavour. It is a little bit less hot. I'm gonna safely say that. So no one goes into it expecting to burn their faces off or anything. It's a bit more achievable. But yeah, it's just a nice fruity flavour. It's really good, and the ghost chili is a nice one in that it hits you and then it leaves you. It's
okay.
Like any good one night stand.
Oh snap!
Yeah. But yeah, it's there and then it's gone. It doesn't linger. It doesn't attack your throat like the scorpions do. And the yellow flavour, it's just nicer than red, and it looks good.
And what are you doing differently with the Taipan? What was the other one? The Bilby and the Croc? What are you doing differently? Are you doing anything different with them, or are you keeping them the same, or are you just reintroducing them to the line?
The Taipan and the Bilby, I honestly haven't started working on, so I can't tell you what I'm doing different.
It's a work in progress.
That is a work in progress.
Leaving them as enigmas.
Yeah. Okay. And the Croc, I'm working on making it a bit more of a richer chocolate and a bit less chili.
Less chili. Okay, so more mild and more chocolate.
Yeah, because it was
a good idea.
It was up there with the hotter end. Actually, it was probably sitting around your morning afterburn level of heat.
Okay.
Which
and you want more sort of dessert sauce-ish.
I'm happy for middle ground.
Yeah. Okay.
Not everyone wants to burn their face off when they're eating ice cream.
Or their freckle. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for that one. Tone it down.
Curious.
And,
let me know when you bring that out. I'm going to try that out. I'm very curious.
I
love my chocolate. I've got a bit of sweet tooth. That's a good idea. Bring it out on Easter for sure, man. I'll be the first in line to come on, motherfucker. And I love that the Croc thing. The Croc thing too. You can't have an Aussie lineup without a Croc.
I know.
In the midst.
It's criminal. So we need a Croc in there. And
as Steve would say, Steve would say, Crocky. Jeez,
exactly.
All right, mate. Well, look, what's the next sauce we've got here, mate? It's stepping up a bit now, isn't it? So is it this one here?
It is. It's that one there, the Turbo Supercharged.
Turbo Supercharged. Got the emu on there.
Yeah, the emu. It's a habanero paste.
So would you say this is sort of salsa-y again? But maybe hotter?
This one, it's a bit more like your Italian style chili paste. So this one goes great in like a bolognese on a pizza, something like that. It's got it doesn't have too many other flavours to it. The chili does a lot of the talking for itself.
Okay, so you say if you were going to make a bolognese and you're like, it needs a bit more spice, sort of mix it in.
Whack some of this in and it'll do the job. If this doesn't, we've got ones further down that certainly will. But yeah, this is the one kind of from here. It's been gradual. From here, we just start jumping.
We start jumping leaps and bounds.
I'm warning myself as much as I am you.
I think I'm well aware. Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, so I know.
He's looking at it with dread as he's like, oh, do I put this in my stomach now? All right, so look, while you put that on there, mate, I'm going to ask you, look, now that you've got some Chili festivals on your belt, you've got some East shows on your belt, what do you think of the Chili community so far? Like, is there a certain thought or process that? Oh, there you go. A bit runnier than I was expecting. But is there a certain way you've now perceived the Chili community, and is there a certain message you've got to say to the Chili community now that you're part of us? Now you're one of us. Like, one of us. But let's eat this first one, and then give us an answer to that. Cheers. Definitely not sharp. No. I've got a bit of extra plum as well. It's great.
Not as bad as I recall. Thank God. Maybe my tolerance is growing in the 5 months.
Yeah, I suppose you sort of stepped into the fold, haven't you? And you got to build your tolerance. Like, going, oh, I'm in for it now. Because
I have to be.
You can't talk all chili and then go, oh yeah, by the way, I have no low tolerance.
But I've got to stop here. Yeah, exactly.
You better stop here. Yeah, you're the paid master. You're bringing it out, but you got to delve. You got to eat what you delve out too. So otherwise, I'm sure people can come to Chili Fest and goes, so you want to eat some with me? And you're like, oh.
People do that. Lots of people do that. To the Chili community, I guess the Chili sauce fans, just happy to be here. You know, nothing's changing. All that's changing is we're bringing back a few old sauces, and we're bringing out some new ones. So hopefully you like what we're cooking up. To the other, you know, I guess leaders of the Chili community. Not that I'm one, but the Chili community elders, as they were. I'm just happy to be here, happy having, selling some sauces, learning from all you guys, and everyone's been, like I said earlier, everyone's been really welcoming, and everyone's, given me advice, whether it be, be careful when you're at the Easter show, don't give people the paralyzer because the ambulances and the paramedics don't like it.
Or, they get cranky. Not again.
Yeah. Or whether it be, on how to thicken up a sauce if I'm having a bit of an issue with consistency.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Like, everyone's been super helpful, and more and more I'm just making friends and
sharing the chili love.
Sharing the love.
That's the one. That's what I do like about our small community. We are very tight knit.
Yeah.
Everyone's very close, and everyone seems to be connected. And I love how willing people are to connect with each other and help each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I've done a few shout outs and had people help me out with a few things, going, hey, can someone help me out with this? And heard all these amazing stories, and like even what was the capsaicin kid, all the way, I think he was in the UK or overseas, and he's not doing well. He loves his chili, but he's in a hospital bed, and these guys just donated all this free stuff to him, and he had like thousands of dollars worth of gear. Somebody even got what was it, a signature of Thor or something? All this Thor. He loves Thor as well, the Avengers.
Man, who doesn't?
And he got. Yeah, he got it. Yeah, and he what's he got? You get him behind you. Yeah. Make a Thor sauce. No, a Hemsworth sauce. Yeah, but no, it's just I just love it how much the Chili community embraces each other.
Exactly.
And embraces a good cause. And when someone new comes in, they don't go, one of us. You got to choose your cliques. Everyone, like, it can be clicky at times, but everyone seems to embrace the newbies and
exactly, share
the love, which is pretty cool. And I really love that. Like, I love that when I first jumped in, everyone's like, "Who's this new guy?" For a sec, but then they're like, "Oh yeah, he's spreading the love too." So they're like, "Yeah, cool. Well, like what he's about," and then they sort of share me around too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right, mate. So you got this Devil's Delirium that you're talking about before this one, and I'm guessing this one steps it up a notch. It's got fire all over it with a screaming Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
So what was this? The chilies that you said was in this one?
So this one, it's a yellow butcherlocchia or yellow ghost for those not inundated into the botanical names of chilies.
Definitely stepping up a notch.
It's super sweet, super nice. It's actually my favourite of the kind of adult range, the super hots that we have.
I love the adult range.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's just nice. It's really, really smooth, and it's kind of a bit more of that traditional hot sauce flavour, where a few of our hotter sauces don't have that like vinegary ting to them.
Yeah, okay.
This one does.
This is sort of more the Tabasco.
It's like a thick Tabasco, I guess. That's how I describe it. Thick yellow Tabasco.
All right. And what would this be? What would this go well on? What do you reckon?
Proper chicken wings.
Anything else? Boost
Just
your curries up a bit.
Whack it in a curry. Like all these pastes, they're great to cook. But you put a little bit in your cooking, or you put a lot, depending on how crazy you are. And also it goes well on like burgers. I had it on a meatball sub the other day.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, it's
They're good for meatballs.
good for meatballs, good for everything.
All right. Well, let's get this one on. So while you're whacking that one on, mate, something I noticed, you got your dog going around. Is the dog the new mascot of the chili factory? And will your dog eventually make it onto the of the chili sauces? Because there's a good old Aussie cattle dog, as well. He's probably a good thing for the brand as well.
Yeah.
Something like that. And so would that happen? And the other thing I want to ask is what chili events are you going to go to and sponsor this year as well, other than what we've just talked about. So let's get this in the gob and then tell us what you think. Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Jeez. Put me to shame with how quickly you ate that.
I have to say though, you put a lot of that on there. I was like, whoa.
Like I said, it's my favourite one.
Okay.
Of the super hots. You'll notice.
Favourite was the best, right?
You'll notice my.
I was like, that was another favourite?
No, that's my favourite of the super hots. You'll notice my amounts dropping significantly. That one does have a bit of burn to it though.
Yeah, she's warm, that's for sure.
My dog, will she be making it on the label? I don't know, I might make a specialty pet range of sauces. They won't be
That'd be
chili.
good for the hipsters.
They certainly won't be chili sauces. Chili and dogs don't mix well.
You told me a bit of that. Well, whatever, didn't you say that?
Yeah,
you dropped something on the ground or something?
sometimes she gets a little bit of chili sauce into her, whether it's built at something like that, and oh god, that's hotter than I recall. I did put a bit on there. But yeah, sometimes she gets a bit, and it upsets her stomach, to put it politely.
So she likes the chili, or is just?
I think she
just
just
upsets her stomach afterwards.
She just likes food, whether it's flying around. If it's
More
not
food.
If it's not hers, she loves it. And then so it just makes her feel like crap, and literally craps everywhere. But yeah, so she might make it on the label. There might be a Stella sauce coming. Who knows?
Stella. Yeah. Okay.
And chili events. I'm going to the Central Coast Chili Festival.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll see you there, Splice Legends.
In 2 weeks now.
June 6th.
June 6th.
Yep.
2 weekends away.
Not very far away now. It's only 9 days away.
It's not COVID.
9 days away from today. It's not COVID, I swear.
It's just the
Wait, this is curing us of the COVID. It's all good.
Yeah.
If this doesn't, this will. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
that should go on the label next.
COVID cure.
COVID cure.
I might get banned from Facebook.
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. I just, as they pop up, I like going to them because I love meeting people, and it's a great way to get feedback on my sauces, especially ones that I've either brought back, or a new one, or any kind of new thing that I'm bringing out. It's a great way to get feedback, and just when they pop up, I guess I'll be going. The ones interstate. Not
I was going to ask you.
this year.
There's a few good ones in Queensland as well. You got the Chilogan one, you got the Murphy's Creek one. There's the Gold Coast Chili.
Creek.
Yeah, Murphy's Creek, but that was Corona.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's obviously the Ignite one that's coming up very soon. It's next month. That's the Sunshine Coast one, Calandra. There's usually a Townsville one, but that was some drama with that, blah blah blah. There's like I said, the Gold Coast one. But yeah, there is a stack of different events in Queensland. Queensland is such a good environment and great weather. Great weather for chili festivals.
Most of the chilies in Australia are growing up there, so
that's right. So it sort of makes sense.
Around it,
they know the way around. That's was Australian Oz Chili.
Oz Chili massive, grow
massive
so
up there.
Many chilies.
And what was that big store up there as well? Is the
you're testing my knowledge here.
In Bundaberg as well. I should know this one, but at Dion Form's Hellfire Global Sauces, massive store, so much stuff. can't move for hot sauces and hot sauce and chili products there. It's crazy, you know. As well as that massive store in Caloundra, which was red hot chili pepper, and Vicky, oh mate, Vicky knows everything about chili. She came from good old NZ, and mate, she really knows her way around the chili world as well. So far out, yeah. All right, so now that we're a bit more lit, I can see your face is starting to change a little bit. Red, more pinky sort of colour.
That goes Chilli, she gets you.
Oh, she gets you, mate. You definitely put a red hot amount there. So.
I won't be doing that with this.
So this next one, the Scorpion Strikes, the very first one, stupidly hot barbecue sauce, rated 15 out of 10. So this was, I think it was one of the hottest sauces in Australia. Or
it was when it first
2011?
came out. When it first came out, it was certainly up there.
So what's in it, mate? What's in it? What makes it so hot?
The Trinidad Scorpion, which for those who are up on their hottest chili in the world, trivia,
one,
it is now. The previous owners of the chili factory used to have the Guinness World Record for the hottest chili in the world when they specially grew the Trinidad Scorpion. I think it was, off the top of my head, 1.479 million Scovilles.
That's no joke. It's pretty hot, you know.
It's up there.
Yeah.
And this is a sauce made from it, hence the Scorpion Strike name, and it hurts. This one, like,
that's a great explanation. It hurts.
Yeah. Some people apparently use it as barbecue sauce, as normal barbecue sauce, and they like to say
take your hat off there, guys.
I'm yet to see anyone do it, but
in person, yeah.
But yeah, it's
a lot of talk out there, isn't there?
Yeah.
A lot of talk tales.
Everyone loves to say, oh, you know, I'm so good at chili, and
so
we usually put that to the test.
So that being said, what would you put this on, mate?
What would you put it on? I put a little.
What am I game enough to put this on?
I put a little bit.
Clearly not you downstairs or your eyes.
This doesn't go on all, mate. I put a little bit on, or in like a laksa or something.
Laksa, yeah.
Curry.
Okay.
Goes really well just to spice it up a little bit. Also good in like burger patties, stuff like that. Or it's best on your mate's food. Not yours, but your mate's.
When you're filming someone else, either. Great, I like that. Awesome.
Yeah.
It's a good prank food too.
Oh, for sure.
All right, mate. So let's, good idea. I reckon shake it up.
Give it a shake.
So,
put a little bit on.
Put some hairs in your chest, even though my head's just as hairy as. I look like a Yeti after this. That's my excuse now. That's why I'm so hairy. Eat too much Scorpion Strike. So look, obviously you've delved into. Oh, there you go.
I'm just going.
Bollocks. I can smell that. God, that's really fruity. That's a very fruity.
I'm nervous now.
Kind of texture. Oh yeah, there you go. Set it out. That's gonna be fun.
Mate, I'd be tipping some of that off if I was you, but props to you for copying it if you do.
Let's see, we'll see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens. I'll have to be in here tour tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. All right. So look, you've gone through the initiation, you might say, of the craziness that is the chili community, the chili world, and you've come out the other end. You know, you're now obviously a business owner. You've got a bit of an entrepreneurship in Australia. You're everywhere. You're PRing this behemoth into the right direction, mate. Look, what advice would you give to people that are wanting to try and do the same thing as you? They're going to give it a round of crap. What advice would you give to people that are going to attempt to do this kind of stuff? So, cheers, mate, and give us an answer after that. Very fruity.
Mm. I actually think that one wasn't as bad as the ghost. Probably because I put too much of the ghost on. But also,
a lot on there.
Also, I know this one creeps, so I'll give it 2 minutes and see where I'm at. While that 2 minutes is ticking, I think you actually said it just before. Give it a red hot crack. That's the best thing you can do. Try it. Everyone in the chili community is really nice. Most people are really helpful. Go and try a bunch of chili sauces so you know what you like, and kind of go for something along those lines, I guess. Like, realistically, not too many people have original ideas anymore. I know I certainly don't. I just modify things that I like. Just, you know, if you're a fan of Chipotle, make a Chipotle. And look up recipes online. There's so much online. But yeah, just give it a go and ask people. Ask for help. People are happy to help you. Just ask for it.
Like, that's pretty sound advice, you know. And I think something that Rob Dunn said was, just follow your heart.
Yeah.
You know, if you think you got a good sauce, just put time in it, invest in it, you know, and believe in yourself. But focus on quality first. And I think it was another thing that Rob Dunn said was, he said that the stonker. He said, focus on getting some good miles first.
Yeah, for
Work
sure.
on your flavors, and then build your crazies.
That's definitely it. That's I didn't want to give away my trade secret, but make your sauces nice without any chili in them first, and then decide how spicy you want them to be.
Right.
And don't go to the point where your sauce is like so hot that you can't taste anything.
Yeah.
Because realistically, any chili sauce company could make the hottest chili sauce in the world. You just buy enough chili extract and dump it in there, and you're going to be having the hottest sauce in the world.
But who's going to buy it?
But it's not going to be nice. That's the thing.
Like, how many pranks can you do with a bottle of sauce?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you want all your flavours to be right first, and that's the thing. Make sure you get something that tastes right, and then you can decide how hot you want it to be.
There you go. Fair enough, mate. Woo! Oh, it's getting a bit warmer now in here, isn't it, mate? We need a fan, I think. But look at this next one here. What is this rated? This Reaper paste. 15+ out of 10, mate. Right, so rated extremely hot, apparently.
It is.
Tell us a bit about this. What's in this guy?
Just Carolina Reapers.
Just raw Reapers?
Straight up.
So just blended it up, that's
straight
it?
up blended Reapers.
With a bit of water?
We cook it a bit. I think there's a few little secret herbs and spices. I'm not going to go give them too much away. Just to make it a little bit less that Reaper bitterness, because they do.
Yeah,
have
you've got to counteract
They
that.
got a particular like bitterness to them that really sucks when you.
That's a great description. Really sucks.
amongst other parts of the Reaper that suck, the taste isn't, for me at least, I don't love it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Reaper taste. Brianna Skinner goes, oh, I love them, just pop them in like chilies. I'm like, I'll pop them in like chilies. Pop them in like
power to
lollies.
it.
I was like, well, okay, man, you do that, you know.
More
But fair enough.
power. I can't do that. But yeah, it's just kind of gets rid of a bit of that bitterness, and it's this one I say is definitely aimed at cooking with.
Okay. Alright, so good mix in the colour.
Great to mix with everything. Obviously, you can put it on anything if you're nuts, but
Just something good to boost the heat.
yeah, and use it sparingly, because, as I'm sure you know, Phil, with chili you can always add, but you can never, ever take it.
We filmed one of the episodes, or the games we filmed was chili poker, and to go all in was to have a spoonful of this. Was an all in, and the second round the guy goes all in. They're like, oh come on, man, and they're like,
I would have been out.
That was only the second round. I was like, oh man, Splice Switch, check it out, chili poker on Burner Bites. Wow. So here we go, mate. What's the bet? How much you putting on?
Not much.
I'll just match you, mate, and see what happens.
Just going for a nice meaty looking wing, so that there's a bit something to dilute it.
Fair enough. So what's in the future for old Chili Factory, mate? What are plans in the near future and in the long future for what we're up to? So cheers, buddy. Nice.
It's not as bitter, but it still sucks.
Oh.
Alright. What's in the future? Other than my grand plans of one product a year, I really want to grow the spice range that we've got with the Spice Factory behind us. It's kind of this lower shelf that we're blocking out.
Hearing good things about this one, the rendang.
Oh, it's so good. It is. It's so good.
Luna and Brianna Skinner swear by this one. They reckon this is just the GO.
It is the best.
I took some home as
It's
well.
the best rendang you'll get outside of Indonesia or an Indonesian restaurant, I reckon.
There you go, mate.
I actually had the Thai green curry that's just behind you last night.
Oh yeah.
That thing's great as well. And there's a recipe on the back of all of them. So for those of you who aren't the most creative chefs like myself,
Like me, yeah.
all the thinking's been done for you. I didn't write the recipe. The recipe was written by a real chef. So you can rest easy knowing that someone who knows what they're doing came up with it. Oh god, that Reaper sucks.
Well, it's only going to get hotter from here, mate. So look, matey, it's time for Crock and Op, and so I don't know if you guys have been familiar with Craig. Craig, give me, back off. Thanks, Craig. So Craig's just given us 10 facts about, 10 facts. We usually do Aussie facts, but we decided this theme is, because it's Chilli Factory, decided this theme's this week, God, that's hot, is factories. So we're going to ask you questions that are true or false, facts about factories. So, and they're all, we try to aim obviously Australian stuff. So, last one here. So we're gonna I got 10 questions. Gonna try and answer them true or false, while we both burn on Scorpion Strikers. So before we whack this on, tell us a bit about the Scorpion Striker steroids. It's apparently 2.25 million Scoville. Is that right? It's supposed to be ridiculous hot.
It is ridiculous.
What's in it? What makes it that crazy? Are we allowed to know?
Yeah, you're allowed to know. It's all written on the ingredients list on the back, so anyone who gets a bottle of it in their hands can find out what's it. Oh God, sorry, that Reaper is kicking me up.
And most people haven't seen eat more than the end of a toothpick on this one. So
no, I always give people the end of a toothpick. What's in it? It's 60% scorpions. Like most chili sauces, you're working with,
which is very
40 to 50% for your super hots of any chili. This one's 60. We also have the hottest of our spice rubs in there, which is the Jamaican rub, which I actually think we might be out of because at the Chili Festival in Newcastle, everyone was so into their hot stuff that they bought us out.
Which is fantastic.
No, yeah.
Good on you, Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle had a great turnout.
Newcastle loves the chili. Bloody nice.
And little couple secret.
Oh yeah, and you threw in for the price pack for the Beastie Boys Fire as well. Good on you, mate.
I did, and God.
So everyone wants something.
They started with a 9 million Scoville.
Yeah, those boys were hurting. Those boys and girls were hurting.
When I heard that being announced with a 9 million Scoville, I'm like, crap.
That was fun to edit because I had a lot of laughs in that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That one's out there now, boys. You've got to check it out. Yeah, it's great. All right, so final words before we put this on.
For those who haven't had scorpion chilies before, it's got a really unique burn to it. It just smashes the back of your throat.
Yeah.
The first time I ever had this sauce, I'm not allergic to anything other than bee stings. I'm not allergic to anything.
Oh, really? Bee stings?
Yeah, bee stings. They'll kill me.
Same with my sister. Yeah.
But
never seen someone's foot become a football with a couple of digits coming out. Yeah.
I had this sauce. First time I ever had it. I had a sip of a toothpick, and it got to the back of my throat, and I thought my throat was swelling up. I'm like, shit. Is this how I die? Am I allergic?
This is the end.
Am I allergic to chilies? Turns out I wasn't dying. Evidently, I'm still here. But God, it was horrible. And we did a barbecue with a few of our mates from work and everything. And one of the boys had some, and he went missing for about 45 minutes. We found him lying upstairs on the kitchen floor, drowning himself in milk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so at the end of that poker round, the two boys wouldn't give up, and they both had two tablespoons each of this stuff to finish. And to put it nicely, when we finished, both of them were puking their absolute brains out. One guy had a nose ring and puked so hard his nose ring came off.
Jesus.
And he couldn't find it. He never found it.
Well, you weren't going to be looking for it, were you?
Oh, you guys, can you help me? I'm like, I'm not going for that. I'm not. You know, I was like, wow. So yeah, they were laying down for about an hour afterwards. Yeah, that was hectic. But I've never seen someone fill an entire bucket full of puke. I was like, okay, that's good going. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, mate. So you ready?
Not particularly, but...
Not particularly. I can see the dread in his eyes.
I'm going for
like,
another meaty one.
Another meaty one. Here we go.
Yeah.
So, alright, so we've got 10 facts about Australia. Crocodile, here we go.
Australian factory.
Oh, sorry, 10 facts, true or false facts, you got to figure it out, about factories. Yeah. He's going.
I'll go 2 drops.
Two drops. Alright. Oh.
Do you want... Mate, we got spare wings. I'd take one, sub it.
Alright. There you go, that's about the same, right?
It even just smells.
Yeah, if you wanted to smell a vision, as soon as you open it, like, bam!
Yeah, you start tearing up a little
danger,
bit.
danger, Will Robinson. Alright, cheers, matey. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Alright. that.
Alright, the first factories were shipbuilding factories in 1200s. True or false?
I'm gonna say false.
It's actually true. You're like, oh, okay.
I didn't think we were, civilized or established enough to have factories in the 1200s.
I think that was back in like Italy.
Oh, I thought they were Australian factories.
Oh, no, not Australia. No.
Oh, well, then, yeah.
Okay, first two questions on Australia.
Okay.
That factory could produce one ship a fortnight. Is that true or false?
That's fine. No one's making one little ship.
It's actually one a day. One a day. So they knew their stuff.
Oh, geez, they must have.
All right, here. Now we're going to go into all Aussie stuff, right? Number 3. An estimated 4,000 convict women were in 13 female factories in New South Wales and Tasmania colonies from 1804 to 1846. That's true or false?
Well, you kind of made up those numbers that accurately.
It's actually false. 9,000.
Oh, God.
It's nuts. So if you don't want to know what a female factory is, back in the day when the convicts were around, if the women and convicts and like that, they put them into labour, forced labour camps and whatever, and they go and eventually go into houses and whatever else is like that and help out. So very Handmaid's Tale to share. But it certainly goes in the raw chicken. All right. An estimated 1 in 5 to 1 in 7 of Australians are actually related to these places to this day.
Yeah, that'd be about right.
It's actually, it's true. All right. The first female factory was above the Parramatta Jail. Is that true or false?
False.
So 5,000 of these 9,000 women went through the Parramatta factory.
Wow.
Is that true or false?
5,000. False.
It's actually true. Yeah, the majority of them went through the Parramatta factory, so it's pretty wild. The first riot was in 1847 at this factory. Is that true or false?
We've had too many truths, it has to be false.
That's right, it's false. 1827, pretty crazy. So one of the first riots in Australia was 1827. It was this one at the Parramatta factory. So this Parramatta factory for women then closed in 1828, about a year after that riot. Is that true or false?
False. I reckon they kept it open longer.
That's right, they kept it another 20 years open. So 1848 was when that one actually closed. So in these factories, women produced spun wool, flax, and undertook sewing, stocking, knitting, straw plaiting, rock breaking, and oakum picking. Is this true or false?
True.
That's right, it's true. Alright, last one, number 10.
Alright.
The Parramatta Female Factory is still located in the grounds of Cumberland Hospital in North Parramatta to this day. Is that true or false?
Can't say I've been to Cumberland Hospital, but I don't think people in Australia like getting rid of historic things. Something says true.
That's true, mate. Absolutely smashed. You won $1 million, mate.
No, thank you.
Yes!
So,
well, matey, look, you smashed through the fire trial, all your sources too, actually. You've got 60 seconds to say whatever you want to the fans and the Splice Legends out there. What are you going to say, mate?
oh, thanks for having me.
Other than Howie and burn.
Thanks for having me on, Phil. It's been great fun.
Thank you. Jumping on.
Good day, Spice Legends, or good evening, Spice Legends. Hopefully you come round, say good day, and enjoy what we have cooking up in the next few years. And yeah, it's about it. And just happy to be here and happy to take the reins of a well-known and pretty strong brand.
That's it. All right, Spice Legends. So that's it for our Spicy Goodness. So like Dan said, come check out the Chilli Factory. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/the Chilli Factory.
Yep.
Or thechillifactory.com, is that right? No, AU, just .com?
Just .com, or our Instagram at the Chilli Factory. We're all over everything. And
awesome. So get some of these flavours in. Stay for the really nice flavours. Check out the spicy craziness as well. And see what all the new goodness is coming out in the years to come, isn't it?
Yep, for sure.
But yeah, all right. Spicy Legends. Well, that's it for our Spicy Goodness. Like I said, so all I have to say for now is keep calm, be awesome.